Welcome back everybody to a brand new episode of Pikmin. Previously, we got the final ship part in the Forest of Hope, and we also showed the Smoky Prog fight back in the distant spring. So a double day recording in one episode. It's pretty cool. Today, we're going to be continuing that thing of a double day recording because we're going back to the impact site to collect our final ship part, and in all honesty, to actually fight two more enemies that are day exclusives. The first one is the Smoky Prog that goes up to day 15 as stated previously. But after day 15, the Smoky Prog just disappears, it never shows up again, and two more enemies take its place. I'm just gonna get 100 blues. Am I gonna keep 100 blues? No. Am I just gonna take 100 blues for the hell of it? Yes, I am. So, our game plan is to show both of those, get our final ship part either that day, either today or tomorrow, and we get to have fun. New enemy in the mix, Iridescent Flint Beetle. The Iridescent Flint Beetle has a hard exoskeleton that does nothing when attacked, but if you hit it directly, it flips over, dropping the stuff that it has. It can drop nectar, pellets, more stuff, and after a while of losing all its stuff, it just goes back into its a little hidey hole. In Pikmin 2, it actually has more forms. I did not expect for the Flint Beetle to come up, but it's usually here after day 1. After day 1, the Iridescent Glint Beetle starts showing up to cause some damage, not to your Pikmin, but to like basically the scenery. So let's just go on forward and deal with our first of our timed enemies. But hopefully we keep all that. First one is the Mamuta. The Mamuta does nothing. The Mamuta is basically one of the least threatening enemies in this entire game, which is saying something because everything wants to kill Pikmin. The Mamuta. The only thing the Mamuta can do is flower Pikmin. It plants Pikmin on the ground, fully flowered. That's what it can do. It is not a threat to Pikmin. The only time it brings them down to maturity from flower to bud and bud to leaf is that when it does its little swipe attack with its pincers. But other than that, it's just a harmless enemy that does nothing but hindrance to just your plan. It's not bad. It's not that bad of an enemy. And honestly, it's a perfect segue to what I was gonna say. The Smoky Prog is a malformed larva of the Mamuta. The Mamuta is a perfect form of the Smoky Prog, and how a poisonous mollusk-like enemy turned into a creature of just serenity is beyond my comprehension to say. But yeah, that's one of the timed enemies in this game. There is one more tomorrow because the Mamuta and the next enemy coming up swap in the impact site every other day. So every even day after day 15 would be the Mamuta, while the next enemy is every odd day after the Mamuta. So every day switches from one to the other. There's one more bomb rock here, guys. Alright, let's go. So now we got bomb rocks. So yeah, next, or actually tomorrow, we get to do some grinding for Pikmin. Because the impact site in general, after you first collect it, just becomes better for grinding Pikmin for either yourself, certain enemy that you're fighting with, or stuff like that. New enemy in the mix as well, a Pearly Clam Clam. Pearly Clam Clams, they just have a pearl that they protect. if you keep attacking the pearl, yeah, if you keep attacking the pearl, the pearly clams will just clamp down on any unsuspecting Pikmin, making it a lot worse for the Pikmin attacking it. And you're gonna see it a lot better when we have to fight it normally, because surprise, surprise, one of the ship parts is actually in a pearly clam. So let's just grab as much blues as let's grab all the blues we have. See how much stay with us when we go up the cardboard box to fight the pearly clam, because it is an interesting way of getting a ship part. There you go. So yeah, I was saying we're missing one more ship part here. 62 stayed with us, and we get to fight more pearly clams. The pearls that they drop 30 Pikmin when brought back to the onion, so it's really good to fight pearly clam. Just be a little patient. To fight a pearly clam, you shoot Pikmin into its mouth, and they attack, and once you see it start to shake and clamp down, you call your Pikmin back so none of them get killed. It is a menial task. Take your time to do this, because if you lose Pikmin like that, it kind of sucks. While we're going with this and trying to concentrate on the ship part, what we're going to be doing tomorrow, is just show the final time-based enemy to have fun. Also, the pearly clam has the Wallywog syndrome, where even if they die, if they're in mid-attack, they will crush down Pikmin, and you'll lose Pikmin that way. So be very careful. I found the positron generator. By combining batteries with solar cells, this machine can generate incredible amounts of electricity. What a timely find. Those instant space noodles will taste better heated up. Yeah. Final ship part we can collect. The only other ship part we can collect in the impact site. Break down this bridge so we can, or break down this wall so we can actually have a better way to get back to base. But yeah, that's all we can do right now for the impact site. And tomorrow in the same recording, we're going to be showing off the final enemy we can fight in this game to just show it. So the positron generator is going back with us. Ow, my leg. So you can beat this game a lot earlier than you should. Honestly, the days I just fuck around, or not fuck around, just try to show you guys some more stuff to do, more enemies to show, or just days you could just be completing more tasks and all that. Technically, you can beat this day within 15 days, which is not a bad thing to do. If you know what you're doing, plan your moves out more correctly, and know how to fight enemies, you can actually beat this game in 15 days, which is very surprising. Like how I could have made it back to this part on day 15 and made it to the last area on day 16 and 17 to beat it, beating my personal best of 18 days. The positron generator. This electric generator is so powerful that if you approach it carelessly, you'll get an electric shock. I've recovered 29 out of 30 ship parts, increasing the dolphin's capabilities. My search can now cover a wider area. The dolphin is almost fully rebuilt. We just need one more ship part. And honestly, I find it funny that the little antenna on the dolphin is the only thing that is still broken, quote unquote. It's still swooping down. 60, and then the rest are here. Yep, 100. Okay, so we get to finish off this day today. And tomorrow, we get to show a brand new enemy. And next recording, we get to go to our final area that's going to be introduced to us today. So, let us just see what Olimar has to say for 16 days. 16 days since impact. At last, but a single part remains. Since I've recovered 29 of the missing parts, the dolphin's power is near capacity. In the forest depths below, I see a region where my final part must lie. Clearly, this is my final trial. My life support fails in 14 days. Courage. So yeah. We have grown a bunch of Pikmin today. 394 reds, 101 yellows, and 214 blues. 70 Pikmin sprouted today. But we are not done with today's recording. Get the final trial. And I love this little display here. This only shows up when you unlock the final trial, that a bunch of, like, you get to see a meteor shower or storm. And it's so pretty. They finish after a while, and then it goes back to normal, but it's really pretty. But we're not going to the final trial. We're going back to the impact site for one final enemy to show, one final enemy to defeat, and then we get to go to the final trial. So, the final enemy in the in Pikmin in general before the final boss is one here. And you're gonna need blue Pikmin. You don't need blue Pikmin for the Mamuta. You can just fight it with reds. But honestly, for this enemy, I recommend you to take blue Pikmin. Because, and in my previous recording even shows it, any other Pikmin color, any other Pikmin color that attacks it will just die. Screw the iridescent glint beetle for now. Just walk up. 54, stay with me, and we get a brand new enemy. Say hello to the Gulix. Attack the little brain, and it will keep bouncing back within the pearl that's inside of it. And the Gulix's entire body is made of water. That's why I said to bring only blue Pikmin, because any other Pikmin that goes in there will just like suffocate in there. It's a tedious process of hitting the brain back to it's like a tedious process to hit the brain repeatedly to knock it down a peg. Also because like it sprouts Pikmin or shoots Pikmin everywhere. If you're near the bridge like I am, it just becomes a tedious process to do, especially if the iridescent glint beetle wants to show up again. With that, it doesn't like drop down the pearl that it has. It just drops 20 pellets in 5s, which ain't bad. Also, I'm very surprised that the bomb rocks didn't explode. There we go. So yeah, we are done with this entirety of Impact Site. Gulix is the final thing we had to do. And I could just use this entire day to grind more Pikmin, but I feel like we have enough Pikmin for what we want to do. Another short episode for today, but I don't know. These are just days where we can just show off the final 2 things we wanted to do. So, yeah, no, I'm just gonna end off today's episode. So, with the 2 remaining enemies fought and conquered in the Impact Site, we have nothing else to show in Pikmin. Everything that has been shown, every enemy that was shown, either in areas you have been shown. I know one enemy I didn't talk about while I was in the Forest of Hope was the Wogpole, because they're just not lethal. Wogpoles are basically the tadpoles of Wollywogs, and they don't do anything. They're just harmless. They're in the little pond area where we found Sagittarius. 17 days since impact. Iridescent Flint Beetle. This creature's hypnotic reflective body is quite hard, giving it a good defense against Pikmin attack. Why then do the Pikmin chase it in such a frenzy? I wonder if it will go any change if I hit it directly with Pikmin. Yep, that's your little hint to just shoot Pikmin on its back. 14 Pikmin sprouted today. Not a lot, but it is something. Next time on Pikmin, we are going to be going to the final trial to hopefully get our last ship part. Tomorrow might be another double day upload depending on how I do it. It's either going to be a multiple recording day or it's going to be a multiple recording day in two ways. Either it's a multiple recording day to get a good luck into the fight and the area, or it's going to be another multiple day recording in one episode, because that's what happened in the previous episode or the previous recording. But with that out of the way, thank you all for joining me today and hope you all have a wonderful day.